a little more enthusiasm in there for you, John.
Last we left off, Sammy said, "What? My dad's alive?" And then he said, "I gotta get to the bottom of this." And then you guys went to the...
Got to the bottom of it. And found shit on fire.
You guys went back to the church, and Father Ulrich was like, "I didn't want to see your mom alone and sad." And you're like, "That's bullshit. Insight check." And then he was like, kinda. He just felt bad. And then you guys saw the house on fire, and you ran back to the house really fast. And you're like, "Oh my God, my brother died." And Herc was like, "Not yet, he didn't." And pumped in a lay on hand, and then he was alive. And then you're like, "Oh,
the full load.
Man, even though we've got teleportation to get to every city, we're going to ride our horses to try to catch this man." And then you rode after them and you didn't find him. And then Arsis went out and did a little search, and she was like, "Hey, there's a sewer where they might have went." And Sammy was like, "I don't want to listen to that. I'm going to go check out the place anyways." And he went there in the dark and couldn't find anything. And Arsis found him because he wasn't being stealthy enough.
There you go.
And some of you checked in at the Pride of Arabel, and it is very expensive and swanky. And that's where we left off, I think, with Arsis and Sammy finding each other. Sammy had just walked to the top of the roof, didn't find anything, and then came back down. Now where are you guys going? Are you guys going back to the Pride of Arabel?
That's my suggestion. We should get the others before we embark on anything here.
Yeah, but I really want to stab somebody. Kidding.
I appreciate your need to stab somebody, and I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. But why don't we go get our support team members and just tell them what we discovered? I think Herc also wants to stab somebody.
I don't know if Herc wants to stab anybody, but I just...
So maybe Miss Wren. I don't know.
I just can't believe that my father is around.
I'm going to kind of slowly walk towards where the Pride of the Arabel is while we're talking to see if he follows me.
I'll follow absent-mindedly. It's... How did this happen? And what shit?
Well, it seems like
a
good deed gone wrong, for sure. And Sammy, you know we're with you when it comes to saving your mom and your sister.
Should I have done more to my father's body?
No, I don't think there was anything else. There was hardly anybody left. But we will, we've got your back. We're going to do everything in our power to help them. If you want to leave your father behind when we save your mother and your sister, we can do that. I'm sure everyone else will understand.
Yeah. We'll get everybody else and we'll talk about what we need to do next.
Yeah. I think I might have found...
What point of... It's just after nightfall?
Yeah, just after nightfall.
Okay. If we get moving on this quick, we might be able to get them with minimal interruption.
Yeah, I think they won't be expecting something quite so urgent. So yeah, let's go get our companions and give them a chat and explain what make them a plan.
It's fine.
Okay. Who all went to the Pride of Arabel last?
Well, or was Herc it just there first?
Herc and Ardu.
That's right.
And then
And then-
Rin
And
and
then
Riker.
Rin and Riker.
Rin and Riker, we're gonna
Yeah,
meet
we
them.
came in like a little later. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Herc, once you check the horses into the stable, and Ardu, I guess, also into the stable, then you would have to go inside to secure the lodging. When you step through the tall arch doors just past the marble pillars from the outside, the scent of beeswax and polish and saffron just hits your nose. Stepping in, you can see that the floor is polished mosaic, white and violet marble, the same colors of the Oberskyer house or the royal line. And every inch of the lobby seems to have a subtle glow under the warm amber light of the enchanted chandeliers. This place is very stuffy. Looking at the wait staff in... What color are there? I have it here. Each of the waitstaff dressed in midnight purple uniforms with thick gold trimmed thread. The tall back chairs have enchanted candles that kind of just float next to them, cigars, and as you see... patrons smoking on cigars and eating, and you can see that the candles, as people lean closer or further away, adjust their brightness based on their distance to them. You see somebody at a small podium right when you walk in. I don't know what it's actually called when it's like the check-in area. But they see you approach the front desk, and they see you approach.
I suspected as much. I do a quick moisturize.
And they reach. They say to you, "Good evening. What brings
Greetings,
you?" Go ahead.
And I am Herc Hartsong, also known as the Half-Orc Hurricane, Hulking Hunk. I hail from Suzail. I'm in need of rooms, and I do not have a reservation.
That will not be a problem. We can pen you in right here. How many will be staying with your reservation?
How many? 5.
Would you like together
And-
or separate rooms?
Did I put Ardu in? I wouldn't put Ardu in the stable. Would he have come with me, or would I have put him in the stable? I guess I probably would have put him in the stable.
I
Probably
think
not
that's
allowed to bring a dragon.
I think that's what Arsis had
Arsis told him to
originally
do.
said to do, but maybe I'm misremembering.
No, he makes trouble if you try to bring him inside, so table makes more sense.
Okay. Separate rooms. Yes, separate rooms. Let's do 3 rooms.
Okay.
2 doubles, 1 single.
We have 3 different room categories. We have the standard suites, the golden suites, and the Oberskaya suites. The Oberskaya suites are 50 gold pieces per night. The golden suites are cheaper.
Oh, well.
Oh, is that all?
And this. Well, Oberskaya, of course, is.
Delightful choice. And
Thank you.
He kind of extends a hand for the 150 gold pieces that you.
I shake his hand. And your name.
My name is Corvin. I will be your caretaker for this evening. But I did not extend my courtesies. I expect payment before you are seen to your room.
Caretaker Corvin, I have you covered. Let's see here now. 3 rooms. And that was 15 gold pieces.
And he lets out a pompous chuckle. No, that was 5-0.
I cleaned my ears this morning. 50 gold.
As you should every morning.
Indeed.
You did 50 gold pieces?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I have.
Okay, so that's
Oh shit.
that's 1 room.
Never mind. Well, perhaps.
Uh-oh.
Short on change right now, sir.
I'm thinking about I'm the first arrival here, and some of my companions they get a bit shy around places of refinement and taste. So perhaps, unfortunately, we'll have to go with one of the, what did you say, golden sweets?
Yeah, so the standard suites.
Which perhaps a standard suite. One of my companions, they're rough and tough adventurer from the country. You know, they have a lot to learn, but I'm sure you and your staff can accommodate them.
That'll be 12 gold pieces per night.
You know, that'll be on her, but I'll cover it for now.
Okay, so
right.
are you paying for 3?
Yeah.
Oh, so hold on. You're doing 2 Oberskaya suites and 1 standard suite? Okay. Yeah. A cheap room for the gotcha. Okay.
The bumpkin.
Yeah.
Yes. The country bumpkin.
And being as I just came from the road, I don't have our full purse. I'll pay for just tonight, as it were, and we'll do that night by night if that's all right with you.
That is perfectly fine.
Right,
Feel free to, looking at you coming from the road, feel free to take advantage of our steam baths before you join us in the dining room.
Steam. Very well. Let me just retire my things to the suite, if someone will show me the way.
Right this way, and he hands you 2 golden keys and 1 like polished iron. So it's not like grody, but you can definitely tell it's of a lesser quality, and they do it on purpose. But he walks you up the spiral staircase on the left of the dining hall, and this has a special, almost weightless property to it, where as you're climbing or descending, you have this feeling of weightlessness, the same kind when you go over a hill too fast when you're driving a car, or right when you crest over the top of a hill on a roller coaster, where your stomach and everything just seems to be higher just by the gravity, but you're just naturally walking up the stairs.
Excited, I guess. Well, no, never mind. Yeah,
as he opens, and you said you were going to be staying in the Golden Suite, correct?
It was two.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Suites.
Oberskyer Suites. I'm sorry. My
That's
apologies.
one
One mistake per evening. I've used my allotment. It will not happen again, I assure you.
I made it confusing.
And you can see that as he says that, like, he's looking around anxiously, just for a moment to see if anybody else noticed his mistake. But eventually he leads you and points out the standard suite, and then leads you to the two joined Oberskyer suites, and then hands you all three keys with a deep bow. You will find everything inside to your liking. If not, just pull the silver thread next to the four-poster bed, and I will arrive shortly.
Well, my companions should be hot on my heels. The country bumpkin would be red hair, half-elven. The doctor with beautiful bird mask. The lovely bard, brown hair that catches gold in the sun, and the man in the turtleneck, a devilish rogue, Sammy Lightner.
I will send them your way. And he leaves you to your room, and I would say as he steps back down to the desk is right when the two of you, Rin and Riker, would step into the Pride of Arabel. And looking around, it is probably the nicest establishment that you've been in so far.
Yeah, as we're coming in, Riker will moisturize his hands.
Rin instead is just wiping her hands on her pants. They're a little clammy coming in here. Ooh.
And as Corvin gets back down to the desk and sees, you must be the doctor, and you, well, you're not the country bumpkin, though your appearance does.
I don't think I've ever been described as a country bumpkin before, but...
No, you're the doctor that the other one described. I was talking, you must be gold hair, the bard. You must be a minstrel of sorts. Do you perform?
I can perform. I see our friend Herc.
It will not be necessary. In fact, I would prefer that you didn't in our establishment. We have our own performances here. No spontaneous performances from the guests. if you would please. It is just a rule that we have to vet our performers.
Not a problem. We're here for other business.
Right this way. And it will lead you up to the same room and open the door for you to join Herc. Herc, as you stepped into the Oberskyer suite, this has a domed ceiling. And at the top of the domed ceiling, you can see it's almost like one of those observatories that you went to when your high school field trip, or like where it looks like constellations are built into the ceiling, looking out into the night sky. It has a bath chamber off to the side. It has silk bed sheets, large cedar wardrobe. It is very opulent. Rugs, pristine. There, you could search for an entire day and not find a speck of dust. It is very nice. What would you be
Glance
doing
up at
in
the
there?
ceiling, and maybe someday you'll be etched up there.
Saying that to yourself?
Yeah.
No, he's talking
then
to his amulet.
I guess I'll look around, kind of awkwardly set my things down somewhere. And you said there was is there like a baths area, or the bath is connected
The bath
in the
area. It's a separate room without a door. But like it's just an archway that goes into another portion of the room that has a large wash basin.
Well, let's see what we're working with here.
There is. You see one of those old-timey like clawed golden claw lion footed bathtubs, already filled with clean water that you can see the steam just roiling off. Looking down underneath, you don't see any plumbing to it, so your only assumption is that this has to be some sort of enchantment.
Magic detection on.
As you turn on magic detection, you can definitely see that it is covered in enchantment, but you also see Canon. I don't know whether or not this would be able to pick this up, but I'm gonna tell you just for fun flavor. You detect with your magic ring on a network of small fire elementals underneath of the floor, and you can see several of them huddled underneath of your bathtub, and then one or two of them branch off and, you know, following a straight line and then jutting right, and you can kind of see them until they go out of your view, and you can only assume that they're probably heading off to another bath. But they have found a way to control the elementals. Yeah.
By the plane of fire. You better stay down there. And then I guess I'll look to see if there's any kind of food that's been sent up, or if there's wine, any kind of any accoutrement, or
There is a wine cabinet. As you open it up, you can see several different Cormyrian vintages, but the one that strikes you the most is a Cerulean red. This is something that comes from far eastern side of Sembia, the neighboring nation that you've been. Sembia actually aided the Shadowvar in the last war. So to have wine from an enemy, or not necessarily a political ally, is definitely a thing of rarity. But you do know that it is good wine.
Do I open it now? We'll wait. I guess I'll get ready to bathe, and I'll see if there's some kind of menu that I can look at for food to be like brought to the room. Any kind of pamphlets or things that tell me more about.
Yeah. I think
options for dinner. And
as you're looking at the menu, sitting down in a chair, kind of in the corner opposite the bed, you hear a knock at the door, because the two of them did not have keys as they were led up to the room. Do you let them in?
Yes.
Herc?
Oh. Well. Coming. Open the door. Well, you've made it. Here we are.
Right. Not a bad ride for today, all things considered.
I know you must be dumbfounded, but come in. This is one of our rooms.
This is a really nice room. What are the rates here?
Don't worry about the rates, Rin. I need to talk to you about the rates. Don't worry about it for now, though. I paid for the first night.
Oh, man.
So we have this room. I haven't even checked out the other one. I bet they're all unique and different in their own way. And then for Arsis, I felt that this might be a little overwhelming. So there is a more discreet room for her and anyone else that wants to join her. But I figure two of us can share one of these suites.
Yeah. Wait, Herc, do you have keys to the other rooms then?
Yes, I do. Do you want to go look at them already? You've only just stepped in this one. Did you see the ceiling?
The ceiling
It's like
is
the
incredible.
The ceiling is very
ahead
nice.
right now. And the bath is actually operated by magic, and there are fire elementals below, going this way and that from bath to bath, making sure that the temperature is perfect.
Oh,
Wow.
I wonder if they're paid. Okay.
And over here, the wine cabinet, and look at this. You know, I was really conflicted over whether to open this before you arrived, but using my self-control as a paladin, I was able to resist. But this is Sembian wine.
Mine.
Wait,
At the
how'd you get a
highest
hold of... Wait, they have that here?
This was in the room, Riker. In the room. I didn't even have to order
And-
anything. It just came in the room.
The wine doesn't cost extra? Sometimes, you know, in nice inns, like if you pick up a thing that was already there, like you then have to pay separately for it?
How much would a bottle of Sembian wine usually be?
Depends on the year.
Look at the
John,
year.
can I look over at the shelf and guesstimate the price, or if it's not like listed?
Sure, his dad would have mentioned it.
Yeah, if you feel that your character would be knowledgeable enough
It's
to
more
know.
like rarities than the actual wine, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Can I use my cooking ability to maybe have an idea,
Ooh.
having worked in restaurants and things like that? for a
Yeah,
time?
I will. I'm trying to think of what sort of knowledge check Rikers would be.
Maybe like a history check.
Yeah, you can do a history check, and then Herc, you can make
Herc's
a
would probably
check
be a
with
history
your.
with disadvantage. Because you'd have to open the wine.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah, my dad had this exact same one in his like trophy room or whatever he had.
He's like, Riker, if I ever catch you drinking out of that, I'm taking your salary for 6 years.
But you don't pay me.
Looking at the bottle of Sembian wine, you would, judging by the fact that this bottle is pre-war, you would probably say that this particular bottle is upwards of 175 gold pieces.
Okay, yeah, like Riker sees it and he says, "Oh yeah, that looks familiar. Edwin had that exact bottle. I think he said it was like 175
Of course he did. Of course he did. Now, I mean, this is pretty nice stuff. But I mean, what are we worried about? Money? We're good on money, right? Really?
That's true. How much was this room exactly?
It's 50 gold per night.
Expensive, but we can handle it. Maybe we just stay with one night, though.
Just
We're all
one
gonna have other
night.
Places to go. Well, Herc, we're not here for fun. We're here for saving
but
Sammy's family.
All right. Well,
Didn't you want to go see your parents tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Well, the feast
How
is in 2
soon do
days.
you think we're gonna get this wrapped up? We're gonna have to. I mean,
hopefully we can
arguing
just
against
get them
myself.
out and go home or go back to Suzale at least.
yeah, these criminals. Which reminds me, Arsis, by the way, went out to check the perimeter. You know, as she
Criminals remind you of
does.
Arsis?
Well, the task at hand, where we're looking for these criminals who set fire to the house
rain.
and ran off with people's ransom or something. I don't know, but they can't be as scary as a fungus demon, right?
No,
Well,
but
that is a good point.
sometimes regular people are more dangerous than fantastical.
Yeah.
Just as a side note, the Cormyrian wine, Riker, as you're looking to see what other sorts of lavish goods they have in there, they've got a wide range of bottles that range from 10 gold to 50 gold pieces, but that's probably the most expensive out of the Cormyrian wines.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely the one that Edwin drank out of the most, so
Okay.
Riker would know that one.
Well, do you have any ideas? Did you ever talk to anybody in a prison about how they might kidnap somebody or what those sort of plans might be?
Well, that's a great question.
Wait, sorry, Brett. So I know you told her. You told the rest of us that you went to prison, right?
Yeah, I think she's brought it up a couple times.
Okay.
In front of everyone.
Okay.
This
Just
is
wanted
not
to
a
make sure.
surprise at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely had to have that talk with Sammy at least 3 times. So,
Bitch, I went to prison! Don't send me back!
Yeah.
yeah.
I knew Sammy and Herc knew for sure. I just wanted to make sure the rest of us were in the know.
Yeah. I mean, there were all types there. I tried my best to keep to myself. I didn't, want to get involved with any particular gangs. I know they can be violent, but it's usually more out of selfishness and need to protect your own than anything else.
Maybe we have like a war council or something, and I start opening the wine.
We don't know
Fancy
when
wine?
Sammy and Arsis are going to be back. Maybe we should save that for celebration?
Save it for celebration.
Save it for celebration.
Save it for celebration. Don't open it yet.
The gold foil across the top has definitely been like torn slightly as he was opening it, so you know that upon inspection of the room that there's a high likelihood that that bottle's already paid for, but it has not been opened yet, so it will not.
Yes.
Well, you must be hungry. Sometimes I find a good bottle of wine can really focus the senses.
Well, maybe
But
we go downstairs and wait for Arsis and Sammy to show back up.
Oh no, I told them. They'll know. They'll show them up here. So there's no reason to leave the room. I'd like to bathe. I'm sure you coming off the road would like to do the same. Get some food in you, right?
Rin prestidigitates herself.
Yeah.
But food, that sounds good.
Well, you know, it's funny. The guy downstairs did mention a country bumpkin. I think he might be referring to Sammy then.
No, Sammy has a sense of style and fashion which elevates him. He's a hard one to pin down, Sammy. It's part of his roguish, devilish charm. But ours is clearly with the leaves, sometimes in the hair, and just the whatever that material is that she's wearing, and the bow and
assume
arrows.
wool
like she's a
and
hunter
leather?
Right, burlap, what have you.
Oh, shit.
They'll pick her right out and then send her on her way.
Arsis will remember this.
And if you
Arsis
want,
not here
I'm
for any
sure
of this.
all you have to do is pull a little gold thread over there by the bed, was it, John? Or by
It
the
was
door?
a dangling silver braided
If you
rope.
Pull the gold thread,
No.
you're getting a different service than if you pull the silver
Are there
thread.
multiple threads?
No, there's just one.
Okay.
One to call your servant.
I thought that other one was going to be the escort service.
Ooh. Not here at
Vegas,
this
baby.
establishment. But Sammy and Arsis, you enter and are greeted by Corvin with a deep bow.
So it's going to be one of those things where Arsis is going to go up kind of in a hurry. Excuse me, have you seen a big green half-orc like fella? We're looking for him. We're a little bit in
Gray.
a hurry.
He is
Right.
more of a grayish hue, but we have only had one half orc come through here. You must be the bumpkin. Right
no,
this
I'm
way to
Arsis.
the right this way to the standard suite. And
No, I need to talk to Herc, please, as urgent.
he has the key. Either way, follow me, mind your step on the stairs, so you'll feel a little queasy, maybe. Especially, either way. Come right this way. And he leads you up to the room and gives it a gentle knock. Master Herc, your friends have arrived.
Ah, Corvin, well done, well done. Spotted them out with your keen eyes. Well,
So if you open the door, what Arsis is going to do is she's actually going to push her way in, and then kind of like shove Sammy in there and then close the door in the butler's face.
thank you, Corvin. We will be.
Oh, he's like waiting for a tip, and you just slam the door in his face.
Yeah. All right, guys. Is this a safe place to talk?
Seems like it.
Of course. Well,
I
slow
will
down,
also
slow
say that there were also protection charms that you felt on the walls that you imagine that they would not be able to hear from room to room.
All right. So we have a lead of where they might have gone. So I think it's urgent that we try to take care of this tonight before anything bad happens.
Oh,
But there's a couple options. I found maybe where they smuggled them into the city at, around the back. There's a little creek with a sewer entrance. It's really big, but there were tracks that
you went
disappeared
into
into
the
the water.
sewer?
Maybe. And there was a boat dock area big enough for just a few people. And then we also got directions to the warehouse that belongs to the people that match the description of the person that took them. And so we can either go the front way or the back way.
Why don't we go both?
I'm not sure what we're going to find inside, and splitting up may actually not be a good idea.
I mean, if
The
they end up in
important
the
thing
same
is
place.
It seems like that they don't have very many people on lookout, so maybe they're retired for the night and they're just expecting a nice, quiet night.
You're right. They're tired from the road, probably. And, wow, that was quick, Arsus.
I followed the tracks. We knew what we were looking for.
Well done.
All right. Well, we can split up, and a couple of us go in the front and distract him, while the rest of us go in the back and look for
Who are these gangsters, anyway?
local muscle. They've got a reputation in town.
Why do they want to harass Sammy's family?
I guess that's what we'll find out.
All right.
No doubt my father got tied up into something. So
I'm sure the answer is very similar to however he bought that house.
It might actually be related. But yeah. So I don't know. Do we all want to go in the back? Do we want to all go in the front, or do we want to split up into two teams?
This is all
Well,
happening so fast.
I'm not particularly, stealthy. I can try to go in the back, but I don't think it would work if I went there.
This front and back and front. So one is the sewer entrance, which you mentioned, and the other it's a warehouse.
A multiple shop warehouse kind of district section that belongs to the man.
And what time is it now?
Oh, about
What
10
bell is
p.m.
it? I think stealth might be needed for either way. A little shady approaching this late at night, but could be a good distraction.
Exactly. Some of us could go in as revelers. We take that bottle of wine and act like nothing is wrong.
I like including the bottle of wine.
To pay for it, might as well do some with it.
Okay. So I can go do that. I
Well,
was singing a song earlier. Out in the
overall,
streets?
the best way to do that would be you, Miss Wren, and Riker to go through the front entrance, and Sammy and I, who can be a little quieter, go around the back.
All right.
The goal is to get in and get out with Sammy's family, and maybe not alert anybody. But then we'll have you close by if we do accidentally.
All right, where do we meet up? Do we barge in somewhere, or are we gonna go scope it out some more? Do you know which building they're in?
No, Herc.
Oh,
I wasn't able to get inside. I wasn't going to risk getting inside and taking a peek without letting you all know first.
all right.
Well, the good news is we have someone that can scry.
Hey, that's right, Riker. You have that scrying orb. That's always coming in handy.
True.
And we'll take Ardu with us as well, in case.
Oh, speaking of, I had a thought. I bought this hat from Syrian. It disguises whoever's wearing it. You could give it to Ardu so he could look like a horse or something more conspicuous than a dragon, anyway.
I
You
could
can
ask him.
disguise a dragon into a horse.
don't
I
give it a
gotta
shot.
look at that.
Reddit said it was okay.
If Reddit
But
says
it's
that it was
also up to
okay,
you.
if Reddit says that it was okay,
Guys, when has Reddit ever lied to us?
Reddit's never lied to me.
I mean, it's real. I think realistically, it's harmless. Like disguise self, it still has, you know.
say that now. You say
We'll
that
see.
now.
I sure do. You sure do.
I disguised
Seems
this house
harmless.
as a car, actually. No, I'm just
Vroom
kidding.
vroom.
Transformers, baby.
Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing? Are you splitting the party and both of you going into places that you've never been before?
I look
Seems
longingly
like
at
it.
the ready bath.
I mean, fuck it, we ball.
Well, let's get it done quick so we can have a nice night's rest. Because I did spend a lot of money on the rooms that we got tonight.
How much money did you spend in this?
Oh, don't worry about it, Sammy. Look at this, send me in wine.
Okay. We may not be staying in town. We might have to run out of the town.
Let's just look at the ceiling.
I'm surprised you purchased rooms. That seems. Anyways.
I didn't know you were
Um,
going to find them that quick. I thought that was the plan. We were going to have a base of operations.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
do they have? Are they tracking you?
Me?
Yeah.
Who's tracking me?
The,
They know who I am?
I was gonna say take what from the room because we're probably not coming back.
Not coming back.
Oh, okay. Look at it like this. If we find my mother and my sisters,
Just one sister, I believe, is taken.
was it one sister? Yeah, it was one sister. If we find them,
We'll get another
I
room.
don't think we're gonna be sticking around town.
I mean, to be honest, once we find them, the safest thing would be to try to find a teleport and get over to Suzail.
Suzail?
Or Moramber, where we've got that new estate.
That would probably be best. Do we know where a teleportation circle is here?
I'm sure we can ask that stuffy fella downstairs.
Corvin? Our
You-
caretaker?
I think, given the two that you've used previously, one being in the Royal Castle and the other ones being in the Purple Dragon Knight barracks, that you could probably assume that it has something to do with either the military or some sort of, I don't know, government establishment.
Yeah.
So you could probably take a pretty good guess if you wanted to.
I mean, if it's just a couple of gangsters, I don't. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're reveling, and then you two sneaking in the back. Cha wacha. Call us in for backup if you need it. All right.
I mean,
Do you have any more information on these people? How am I going to... Do they have a leader?
I believe
You would have
so. I believe
remembered that
Oh yeah, okay. The
the
I did hear
black
that.
the black
Boar.
boar.
yeah.
Black Boar.
Yeah.
All right.
Could you tell? Did it seem like there were bars in that area? Something that we could really. That we could really
Bars?
take over. No, like bars.
There was
we
a
got this.
a shop, and then there was a warehouse with a guard out front. But that's all I remember.
Okay.
Sammy saw a little bit more of it. I don't know if he had a better idea.
We'll gauge our interest based on whatever tchotchkes are in the area. All right, Riker, get ready to be excited.
Okay.
All right, we got our bottle. Maybe we can
Look for
get
a
some.
tambourine
Are there any
for
bottles
Riker.
of bitter black?
Of what?
Bitter black, the beer, the Arabellan beer
Oh,
that they're famous for.
I will say yes.
One for you, and one for you, and one for me, and one for Sammy. No. All right. I guess let's get Dawnstar, Ardu, and let's do this.
Okay.
Would it be weird bringing Dawnstar into an establishment?
I don't know if we can go in. I think we might have to just be outside first, and it might be. I was imagining Rin and I on the horse, while Riker is our stable hand, leading us through on some kind of jaunt through town, and she and I are singing on the horse, swigging most raucously.
I'm sure you'll come up with some brilliant plan when you're there. Maybe an urgent need to get inside a store or something. I don't know.
Arceus,
You're
you would
really good at this
remember.
stuff.
You would remember that there was a stables at that.
There's a blacksmith and some stables.
Yeah.
How are we communicating with each other? Is there any magic that we have, like those
Well-
stones that your dad had, or?
Riker can
Riker-
scry. We also both have message now if you happen to get within range.
Right. Just don't accidentally tell the. I don't know how it works. Don't tell them. That would be. The gig is up.
Well, the longer we sit here and talk about it, the longer bad things might be happening to Sammy's mom and sister.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sammy's
And his
already
dad.
at the door. Don't.
Let's see.
We don't care about.
Rin's gonna
My father.
give Herc a bardic and Sammy a bardic. And I'm gonna say
Well, how far? Wait. How far away is this walk? Because if it's
Can
more
you-
than 10 minutes, then it makes no sense.
Can you dole out multiple bardics at once?
I mean, once
Oh,
per
wow.
bonus action, so
I
Um,
But-
didn't know if somebody had to use it and then.
They have a
Oh,
10-minute
okay.
limit, so.
yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
so I mean, I'll give bardics as soon as we're like at the split point, but
Okay.
better
there you go. That
to
might be a
give
little
it and
better.
have it not used than
so
not use it at all.
I'll put the hat on Ardu when we get him from the stable and see what it does.
Turns
Explain
him
in
into a
Draconic.
platypus.
Giraffe.
because I feel like the hat would probably have to come from the wearer's thoughts. Like you can't put it on him and be like, you're a horse now. It has to come from
Right.
him. So excuse me.
He just goes from a red dragon to a green dragon.
It's gonna have to depend on how much you're willing to communicate to change his thoughts. Like if you explain yourself well, he's
Yeah.
gonna change into whatever you want him to.
I'm gonna explain to him that in Draconic, because we can speak in Draconic. Ardu, this hat was a gift from Miss Wren. She thinks that sometimes when you're walking around amongst the people cities, that people get nervous, and maybe if you could be one of those harmless animals, like a cow or a horse, that we might be able to go unnoticed. But it's up to you, buddy. Whatever you decide, if you want to use it or not.
Turns into a giant teddy bear.
It's an absolute lumbering black bear. This is better, right?
He changes into because I don't think it doesn't get rid of your limbs, and since it has to have the
No.
same basic arrangement of limbs, so I imagine what you end up getting is like a thestral.
Oh.
That's a Harry Potter term. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a normal
D&D.
beast lore. Not necessarily the super dead part, but basically a horse with like leathery wings.
Sure. So
Got some
like a
combat
really
music going
ugly
on right now?
Pegasus.
Yes, that's
Alright.
what I imagine.
Well, it yeah.
Oh. No, we're not going into combat. That's just in case.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to loop it.
Roll initiative, everyone.
And so I'll get Ardu. I guess I'll motion for Sammy to get on behind me and Ardu, and we'll start heading off to where I found the outskirt of town. We'll walk her and party to the cluster of shops that belongs to whatever his name is, and then at that point we'll loop around the back. We'll exit the city.
Okay, the exit to the city would be on the far west of town, which will probably take you about 15 minutes to get there. So unfortunately, if you were doling out your bardics, you would probably realize that he wouldn't get the opportunity to use it unless he did something cool before he got to the break-in point.
All right, never mind. No bardics for you guys. You're on your own.
That's all right.
That's fine. We'll live. I think maybe.
But since you guys went to this area first, we will start with the three of you as you're figuring out what you want to do. How do you intend to approach this?
So we've just come from what would be the closest bar to this area?
Oh.
Yeah, I assume we would have seen it as we walked by on the horse.
All right, Riker Ren, have you ever played at make believe? You ever done imagination games?
Been a long time.
Maybe when you're.
I mean, a few of the other kids did. I never really got into it.
Okay, well, there are no small parts. However, tonight, that is what you'll be playing. Just you're more like the scenery.
So,
Rin.
There are no small parts, but I'm a small part. Okay.
No, not a small part. Just a part that doesn't have as many lines is all.
Yes, yeah. There's a lot about your physicality that can lend itself to a scene. You will be leading Dawnstar, upon which Rin and I shall be seated. We're let's say, we're in a gay mood, and we've decided to frolic about the town late at night. We're a little drunk. You're our chaperone, perhaps? You're going to take us back at a reasonable hour, make sure I don't keep her out too late, and we've maybe had a little bit too much to drink. I, of course, I will be playing myself as her hot song, Half-Orc Hurricane, and Rin, you'll be a local elegant of some kind.
Not too local, though, right? I mean, we don't know this city, right? That's how
we're honeymooning. We're honeymooning in Arabel, and something like that, or just out on.
Very well.
Yes. And
yeah, no problem. No, none at all. That sounds great.
But then as we get closer, how are we gonna distract them then?
By being loud.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I brought some glasses, some wine. You and Riker might as well down some right now.
if I'm the chaperone, aren't I supposed to be sober? I give my
You've got
glass
the
to
right
Ren.
idea there.
Well, I don't know. It might help your nerves. You've got your bottle of bitter black if it comes to that. Maybe you're a bad chaperone. Maybe you... Do you want to be a bad chaperone?
No.
There's a couple of routes we could take here, and because maybe you've taken us off course because you're drunk, and then maybe we're all drunk, and that explains.
I
how we
think
got
the
so off
simpler we
course.
make this, Mr. Hurt, the better. I'll just be the regular chaperone.
All right. Well, don't be afraid to improvise. And I will. What is it? Wine on, do decline. Wine on beer, have no fear. Wine on beer, have no fear.
Wine
And I
on beer,
will
have no fear seems.
I will down
The
Your
My
your
bitter black.
your stout, very
Yeah.
heavy, very dark.
yeah.
Oh, Mortimer always told me it was beer
Oh, man.
before liquor, never been sicker.
But beer before wine, no. But wine after beer, have no fear. And wine is not liquor.
I'll have to ask him about that.
You need to cleanse my palate a little bit, and then I'll pour myself a glass of wine. Give Rin a glass of wine.
Rinnell cheers a little bit and have a sip.
Actually, hold these right. We have to get up on the horse. I don't want to spill a drop of this.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, Rin. The song that I'd like to sing. I was singing it earlier. And I'll like kind of give her how it goes a bit.
She'll give you
then-
like a little upper harmony to go with it.
And then do you have an instrument maybe you could play along, since you don't necessarily know the words so well? I don't expect you to learn it on the spot. Maybe you can.
I can. I'll start with my lute and I'll just give some la-las at the top.
Las. Perfect. All right.
Right, Chris, you want me front?
Hey, no way! Are we
think
getting a live
good.
performance?
No, I it's the same as last time, where I don't have like a song prepared, but
Oh.
I figure he knows songs of Arabel, so
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
There's a little.
Very cool.
Sounds better when Rin sings it.
As you're sipping the Sembian wine, you're getting notes of pear and honeysuckle and what's that? Like the nose of sun-dried hay, which seems really weird, with sort of an after finish of like a sea salt. It's very interesting, but very delightful nonetheless.
And a finish of honey fish mooncake.
Nice. But you have been outside of this block of establishments, looking around what's commonly referred to as the Boar's Hollow. You see a bookstore, a bakery, a butcher, a smithy, a map maker, an inn, and an herbalist. How, and also a stables. How do you intend to infiltrate?
it was a book, an herb, an inn, a blacksmith, a
I mean,
stables.
an inn's probably a good
A butcher, a
starting
bakery.
point. Oh,
butcher.
stables too. There is somewhere there's a warehouse as well, right?
There's no warehouse.
Okay.
But there
You
is
just made that up.
there is a circular tower-like structure that sort of stands out from the rest. And as you're walking by, you see a hefty, like, iron braced door with a guard sitting outside with what appears to be a hot cup of coffee and a baton that's resting on a stool next to him.
Whoa! Well, there's plenty of delights down this aisle. Too bad everything's closed. Darling, I know you'd love some pastries from this bakery here, or perhaps a book to read on the way back to Suzale. Gatsby,
Darling, you know that I don't read. I have my stable boy do all that for me.
And what a great reading voice he has, Gatsby, our stable boy. Now, Gatsby,
Gatsby!
can you tell us on our tour of the city here, this imposing structure? Why is that a man there at the base of this strange turret?
He looks up from his coffee mug in your direction and takes a sip and is eyeing you wearily.
Hello, young man. How goes your evening?
You're out late. You can see the stars, though.
And he looks up. I don't look up much.
Well, you better hope nothing falls from that turret. Why, if my darling were at the top of that turret, she'd let down her hair, and I would climb it up and save her in a jiffy.
As he looks up at you guys. Yeah, that's nice. Very nice. Move along.
Say.
You're being a little too loud. You're disrupting my coffee break.
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Good sir, what is your name? My apologies. We've had a great night. We're out and about. You know, we're actually.
He like titters a little bit at Herc.
we're on our honeymoon, and this brave stallion here is named Dawnstar. And I will send Dawnstar a command to do some kind of dressage thing for him.
And he looks up at you. I don't give a shit who you are, where you come from, what you doing here. If you're on your honeymoon, there's nothing for you here. Not here at the Boar's Hollow.
The Boar's Hollow, Gatsby. Who told us it was the... What did you say? The
Green Veil, perhaps?
Riker just he clears on as he clears on. Says, I believe the Green Path, Mister.
Oh, I was going to make a joke and say the Whore's Gallow, but the Boar's Hollow, sure. And is this? I see you've got a butcher place here, and you have fine meats, and we might break fast around here in the morning. Do you have some goods that you would recommend, or shops that you can at least recommend before we leave you to your watch, sir?
Yeah, it's all good. The butcher, they sell some meats. The baker, they sell some breads. What are you getting at?
Is there anywhere that sells alcohol?
You're bad. We've had enough already.
There's plenty of taverns around here. You don't need anything from these places. We're all closed. And you're harshing my vibe right now. I'd really appreciate it if you guys just kindly fucked off.
Wow. Well, that's a harsh vibe already. I don't know how we could harshen it even more. I don't know about you, but...
Why are you on a coffee break anyway?
You're going to be up all night.
I just started my shift.
Don't you want to go to bed?
I need to be up all night.
You have to be up all night.
For what?
That's
it's so
awful.
quiet.
Gatsby.
Roll a persuasion check.
What did she say?
'Cause she's basically asking him, like, why are you up all night? What could you possibly be doing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So a 16. Oh, that's right. You get bardic. You can't bardic inspire yourself. I don't think. Can
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Alas, no. I tried once. It was quickly said no to. You're muted.
Can I help?
You can guidance yourself.
I
I'll
had
say, Gatsby.
Wait, no,
as a token, as a token.
I've got one better. I will give you a flash of genius, and Riker said in there says, "You know, it is awful weird."
And so what's
Plus
a
4,
flash
plus
of give?
5.
Plus 5.
Okay, so 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
He says, "Look, it's none of your business what I'm doing out here, but if you gotta know, every establishment like this needs somebody to guard it. You don't want anybody sneaking in the middle of the night and stealing your goods or stealing your people."
Well, then it's quite charitable of you to be out here.
I don't do nothing for free. I'm getting paid fat cash.
Really? How much?
Like 20 gold pieces per day.
Well, how could I get a job like that?
Do me do me a favor and just give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell that he's embellishing on that number just a little bit. But he continues, you asking how can you get a job like that? Listen, this job ain't for the faint of heart. We do some we handle some tasks I don't really think I should be telling you about.
Tell me the scandal. I'd love to hear.
Listen, you ever come up to somebody in their home while they're sleeping, and then he picks up his baton and
Whoa.
I don't think you want that.
Us
It does
never.
something up here, you can't ever forget it. That's why I get paid so much.
So, are you protecting this whole area from people who do things like that?
I am the boogeyman that goes bump in the night. I'm the one that does that. So I'm protecting it from whoever wants to stumble across into this area, thinking that they want to step to us, the Black Boars. We run this block, okay? And now, as he's talking to you, something has kind of snapped. Like when you're talking to grandpa that went to war and like that PTSD, like you weren't talking to him about war, you were talking about something else, a fucking can of sardines, and something about the opening of that can reminded him of opening an old school MRE, and now he's in the thick of it, and he's thinking, and now he's realizing that he's got a job to do, and he's let his guard down, and you guys are standing there and asking too many fucking questions. And he stands up with his baton in hand. I think I've said enough. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Otherwise...
Whoa. Well, hey, man.
We don't want any trouble.
We're perfectly harmless.
Well, you came to the wrong part of town then.
Gatsby! Thanks for sharing your chilling story. I think I'm going to be up all night without that cup of coffee.
Is that
Gatsby.
inn over there perhaps open? I'm not ready for bed, but I also, would like to get out of your hair.
I don't know. Maybe this is the wrong area. We might be in a bad part of town, dear.
Yeah, the inn's open. They'll take your money. It's pretty cheap. The beds aren't anything fancy, though.
Oh, the beds. We're not too worried about that.
It's very small, cramped. You might be with some other people. It's kind of an open...
Open how?
People share rooms, okay? I think there's only 2 rooms. Actually, let me just fucking look at the map. I think there's only 2 rooms. Yeah, there's only...
Is it like a youth hostel? Like...
There's only 3 rooms, and there's like 4 or 5 beds per room. It's tight quarters, not a whole lot of room. Okay? Just listen, I need to drink my coffee. You guys are really stressing me out right now.
I'll bet. We've had a little bit too much, as I said. I'll take another swig of wine.
Fall asleep.
So you suggest shall we go off to the inn then?
To the inn? It might
Gatsby?
be a nice stop.
If that's all right with you.
What would you suggest, Gatsby?
Well, I think they might be a right good idea.
All right, Gatsby, we're in your hands.
And you guys
Why don't you give the good guard, you have another bottle of that bitter black, right? He's been so accommodating. And we've got a story to bring back to Suzail.
I don't take drinks from strangers. You save it.
It's sealed, all right. More for us.
More for us.
Drinking makes me sleepy. I gotta stay awake.
You don't have to drink it now, but all right. Let's go.
All right, and as you guys head off to the inn, we're gonna... Sammy and Arsis making their way to the edge of town, coming out of the western gates and hearing the rather large crick that Arsis called it, also known as the Starwater River, that travels from the Stormhorn Mountains all the way down to the Dragon Mere. But anyways, you see the river and can see on the other side where the dock and boat would be, and also see the rather large barred sewer entrance. How do you proceed?
This
All right.
is a little bit bigger than a crick.
You'll be fine. Do you not know how to swim?
Wouldn't say it's my forte.
Well, you could just hang on to Ardu. We'll get you across. But if you see that right there, that little hole right there, that's where I think they went in.
That's a big sewer right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
No signs of any life anywhere near here.
Give me a perception or an investigation check, depending on how you're looking around.
I'm probably just looking and glancing around to see if there's any movements in the trees.
Yeah, go ahead and give her perception then.
Rolled like terrible, but that's fine.
Okay, with the 15, looking around, you don't see anything. It's a little difficult to hear. You're very used to, when you're in the forest, listening for things. You have vision that would allow you to be able to see better than most in the dark, but primarily listening for the cracks of the twigs that people step on, or the rustling of the leaves or bushes. But the river is the river is drowning that out. So, but you don't see anybody on the tree line as you scout the forest nearby, or looking back up at the walls. You don't see any guards peering down in your general direction.
I think you may have mentioned that there was a boat across the way. I don't know if you told us that or not, but is there any sort of boat or anything like
It's
that?
not that
still
there was a
across?
boat, is that there's evidence that there was a boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was there is no boat currently, but there
Okay.
was a dock and also what appeared to be a rope that would have been tied to a boat.
But hold on,
She
I do
changes
have a
Ardu
rowboat.
into a boat.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
your cloak?
I take a patch off my cloak. Whoosh.
Ain't
Rowboat.
no way. Minecrafted it right there.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting a rowboat down in the water, and the waters are still enough that it's going to drift you downstream, but you're not going to have to paddle too hard to kind of keep steady. It's far enough away from the rapids that it's widened out a bit that the waters are still in this particular portion.
So it's a tight fit because it's me, you, and Ardu. So
Yeah. Okay, but we're still looking at how we can get in. The sewer grates would prevent you from just paddling right through.
okay, then there's got to be a way in, dude. The fact that that's how they got in, probably.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a look at the grate once we get across, and probably
I have a
around.
bullseye
little bit.
lantern as well, so I'll pull a different patch off, and it's a bullseye lantern, so that we
Okay.
can.
I have a
aim.
hooded lantern, so
Well, you should have said that before. You mean your human eyes?
oh yeah, but I just didn't ask. Plus, we've had these rings that light, so
Right, but we don't want to be advertising that we're out here.
Okay. How do you intend to open this? It is a large iron vertical cylindrical bars spanning from the top of the round entrance all the way down to where it's jutting into the water. There are two horizontal bars that are kind of holding the vertical ones in place, and they are thick but flat rectangles that are holding the vertical cylinders in place.
there is no gate or anything attached to it. It's just the straight bars.
It does
Like,
appear
no-
that it is
no-
on a hinge, but you don't see any sort of handle or locking mechanism. And I'll give you the fact that you grab a hold of the vertical bars and you pull on it to try to get it to swing open, and you can tell that there's wiggle, so there must be a latching mechanism somewhere, but it doesn't open.
Sammy, you check one side, I'll check the other, see what we can find. And what I want to do
Yeah.
is I want to kind of run my finger along all of the bars and the edge, just feeling for any sort of latch or anything like that.
Okay.
Like all the way one side, just like along where all the bars touch, and then along the edge, and then where the bar touch along the edge.
Okay.
I'll feel around as well, but I'm also looking on the ground and seeing if there's like any other footpaths or anything like that that deviate away from the actual grate. Maybe a secondary path or something like that.
You do see one path that seems pretty well worn from the northern side of the grate that would be kind of venturing back off in the direction of the western gate of Arabel. But you're still relatively close to the city itself. The path just seems to be leading back to the city from this grate. Both of you then give me investigation checks, because this is a very fine-tooth comb, looking, searching, trying to find this hidden mechanism.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to imagine both of you kind of working from the outside, working your way in, and Arsis, though, being very meticulous, is just slightly faster than Sammy as you're going through. And as you're running your hand down one of the vertical bars, as you touch the horizontal beam that's going through, you feel a little bit of give on it. And you kind of place your hand on it and push down. And as you press down on it, the lever action causes the gate to swing out a little bit, allowing you entry into the sewers underneath of Arabel.
Right.
Catch,
So
good
we'll
catch.
As you
swing the boat around,
yeah,
close the gate behind us, and start heading that way. Sammy can sit in the front with the lantern, and I'll row.
okay.
Ardu in the middle.
Is the sewer big enough for the boat to actually go through? Does it narrow at a certain point?
There's only one way to find out, and that's to keep going. As far as you can see right now, it appears that it is wide enough for your boat to fit for as straight as the eye can see.
Go.
Continuing on, having a hard time finding purchase with your paddles, the boat is big enough to where it's almost kind of scraping on the walls on either side. It almost becomes easier to just grab a hold of the rough stone walls and kind of push yourself forward as you're inching through the sewer tunnels, eventually coming to a large sweeping curve and then another, still using your mental compass to have an idea of heading east. You begin to notice one thing. There aren't any branching tunnels. This is just straight.
Does it smell like sewage or not?
No, not
Is
really.
it leading towards the city in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, you're absolutely heading underneath of the city,
Okay.
100%. If anything, it smells. It doesn't smell like sewage, but it maybe smells like stale water. The circulation isn't as good back here. More
musty.
stagnant. Yeah. Eventually, you get to the point to where you hear voices echoing, and you hear one person say to another, "Is that the last of it?" "Yeah, I think that's the last of it. That was let me double check. Yeah, there's no more boxes over here. I think we're good. All right, get on the hoist. Come up here." Then you hear a squeaking, cranking mechanism of what you could assume would be some sort of hoist, as they had just said. And then the voices kind of trail off. But do you proceed? Still lights on
we're
in the
gonna-
same fashion?
I think we're
I
gonna,
would have covered the light.
and I would have stopped the boat until we've like a minute or so after we stopped hearing the voices.
Okay. Coming around the corner after it has been still for a while, there is just a single dim light source illuminating through what appears to be a square cutout in the ceiling down onto a small dock where a few boats are lingering in the water.
How many boats total are there?
3. One parked directly in front of the docks, one facing the docks from the side that you're coming on, and then one deeper yet into the tunnel appears to be going straight even further than the opening.
We get off here? You think we're close enough?
Sammy, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know where they would have taken her. Does it look like there's any like comfortable way to take prisoners, or is it like this weird wrench thing?
You can see a little bit left of it's a large square platform, and it's attached by very thick ropes at each of the four corners.
It's more like an elevator.
Yeah.
That's
Correct.
the only way to get in and out of this part of the sewer is through that winch way, then?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you could probably two-person climb and pull up. You wouldn't necessarily have to use the pulley system, but it's mostly used for what you could assume, like carrying a lot of boxes, storing them on there and pulling them all up at once.
You still have your rope on you?
I got rope.
Give it to me.
All right. I hand you some rope.
And I'm going to put my foot up on the side of the wall, and then another foot, and then I'm going to begin...
Sammy. I can climb just fine.
Yeah, I know you can.
All right, and Ardu can fly.
That's fine. I'm just taking a look at some things right now.
Okay, but I mean, is the rock like rough hewn? Can I just climb it like a rock climber?
Probably. I mean,
Okay.
it was. I don't want to say loose. Loose isn't the right word, but it was rough enough that was the primary mode of you propelling yourself forward, was getting a firm grasp, handful, and pulling yourself forward.
Right, I'm talking about climbing up the wall to get to the elevator.
Yeah, the wall on the side is the same wall you would be able to. I think the only difficult portion would be you'd have to perform some sort of like reaching way back in order to grab a hold of the cutout ledge.
Okay, yeah, I'll attempt to follow Sammy up, just the harder way.
Okay.
I began climbing up the wall and making my way towards the light, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, I mean it's only a 10-foot. Like I said, you could have essentially stood on the dock and literally lifted the other person up into the hole. No need for climbing, so you're able to do it. Now, how are you guys going into this? Are you attempting to stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then I assumed as much. I'll need stealth checks.
Okay.
Yeah. Versus, come on.
I should have waited for the rope.
Yo, maybe you guys are the distraction now.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sammy hears Arsis scrambling up against the wall.
Enough that I make a lot of noise, but no one's around to hear it. We don't know.
I immediately pull out my bow and arrow. I'm like,
Because it's still a 7. So I don't know. Maybe they were really low on their perception checks. John doesn't play auto fails on skill checks, so.
Sammy, as you climb up and just make your way into I don't know whether or not this is going to update on token drop or if it's going to make you see a bunch of stuff, so I got to be careful.
well, okay, I'm not looking right now, so you can tell me.
Okay.
If I'm good.
Your token's in the correct position now.
Okay. All right.
And then I will move Arsis in, and she is down there. As you're climbing, you grab a hold of kind of a moss-covered rock and you brush it away and feel like you still have a firm enough grasp. But as you put all of your weight onto that hand to pull yourself up to grab a hold of the ledge, it slips and you fall back down and into the water, becoming fully soaked. You realize you're able to stand up inside this water. This water was maybe only 2 foot deep, just deep enough for
to have a rowboat.
But yeah, you stand back up, and Sammy, make a perception check.
So this time I will stand on Ardu and use him as a jumping point to get up.
Okay. Sammy with an 11. In Arsis, you succeed this time without
and
issue.
And then feeling like the fact that it's a little bit tight quarters for him to be able to spread his wings and fly, I'll just shoot him with my bow.
Oh.
Teleport him up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Isn't that great? I love that.
Let's see. As you're looking around, listening, you can hear horses behind you, kind of, I don't know, stomping their feet and even making a little bit of a stressed noise. And from in front of you, you hear raucous laughter and clanking glass. So it's quite possible that the fall went unnoticed.
All right, the minute Arsis gets up here, and I look at her completely soaking wet at this point, like, dry yourself off.
Bring out the hair so I drip less.
Looking around the room, you see a bunch of boxes with some of them sealed, some of them open, some of them with ornate vases. One of them, as you look over and you see what appeared to have been an ornate mace kind of laying in the pile of hay, seems to be broken. Why? Not sure. Maybe with your history, you might know that the vase might not have been the important good that was being delivered, but maybe what was inside of the container.
It's a forgery with drugs inside.
But yeah.
I guess while we're in this room, I want to look to see if there's anything that might pertain to something that would have been taken from my mother, from my sister, anything like that that could have been dropped or anything in here. I know it's a long stretch, but
Sammy, do we wanna go quiet or do we wanna go fighting?
we don't even know if we're in the right spot yet, so
Okay, I can
look
make
around.
us real quiet for an hour, but I can only do it once.
I mean, at this point, we need to keep quiet until we know for sure.
All right, well then we also need to keep moving. So it's only good for an hour.
It's fine.
All right. So I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Sammy, give me a perception check with disadvantage if you're going to be keeping moving. It's going to be more of a just a glance around. With an 11, a lot of the boxes are closed, so you don't see any loose items that would be pertaining to your family in any way. Flipping through a book on flipping through the book that's on the stool next to the saddling area, you see what appears to be a manifest, but it just has a list of goods. You don't see any names or even any line items that would suggest that they are people that were smuggled in.
No location on the front to indicate where the ledger could have came from.
No.
Okay.
Arsis,
I'll
as
leave
you're
it in the
traveling
same spot.
around, you see a wooden door just to, yes, right there. And then also there was a wooden door exiting that area back here.
That's where we hear all the laughter coming from, is up here, right?
That is where the horses came from. Down here is where you hear all the laughter coming from. And I'll give one more action, I think, before I transition back to the other team.
All right, let's peek open that door. Crack it open, see what we see.
All right.
Do we look through a keyhole?
Yeah, I'll say that. You can look through a keyhole in this. Jiggling the handle, you realize that the door isn't locked, but to potentially avoid even further suspicion, you attempt to just glare through the peephole. I will remove the line of sight from that door and allow you to see anything that you can see from
Do you have our
that
visions on
position.
properly?
Yes. So it's a line of sight. So like you should be able to see into that room from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking through the hole, that is what you would see.
Okay.
A few bodies in there. Okay.
Yeah. Lots of people.
None look like my mum.
Can we listen then? While they're doing their thing, we'll just be listening at the door for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. I'll say listening in you hear a lot of idle chatter. You see them pointing to a large excuse me, piece of paper draped across the table, and pointing out some things, and you hear or even see a big gruff man with a large cut off sleeves and a large black boar tattoo on his arm, and a familiar face comes into frame to stand next to him at the table, and the large man with the black boar tattoo says, "You sure this is the place?" Yeah, I'm sure this is where I think all that gold should be stashed. You know I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you stealing all my money. You're lucky I didn't kill you. I'm sorry, I saw an opportunity. I had to take it. I thought it was hers. I thought she was dead, and I'm sorry. Sorry ain't gonna cut it this time. And then he ends up taking Sammy's father's head and smashing it into the table, and then shoves him away, and he like begins whimpering and comes and sits over on a box off to the side of the room. And I will say that is probably the most of what you would glean, at least for now. Transitioning back to the others, I will navigate you all down to the inn. You step in.
Oh, John, before we do that, I did want to do something before we took our leave. I
Yeah.
thought of something right at the last minute.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so as we're standing out and with the guard, while Rin and Herc are talking to the guard, so can I see like a little bit into this gate, like on the other side?
See into the gate.
Like, is it one of those like fences where it's like has just the bars I can still see on like the other side, or?
Oh, there's no fencing. Like this is just a building in the street, or a series of buildings that are all kind of attached to each other in the middle of a street. So just think of this as a city block. So surrounding you are other buildings and establishments.
Oh, okay.
He's in front of that big door.
Yeah, he is in front of a big door. If you're talking about like the door to the building.
Kind of. So I, while they're talking, I want to cast.
I don't
dancing
think
lights.
You guys never actually saw where you were hanging out at. Let me take you over there.
I saw it in my mind's eye.
David
There.
in mind, baby.
That's what you saw.
I imagined what it would look like.
Okay. And this is the door, like right here. Then.
Actually, it's this. Sorry.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wait, sorry. Can you ping that one more time?
Yeah. Right here. You can see if you scroll in just far enough. There's a tiny gold knob on the wooden door.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. All right.
Ooh, and I didn't do the lighting very well. You can see a sliver inside.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
I can see a few like dots.
Oh.
I can see your
Yeah,
line
no, I
of
can.
sight peeking through the slit.
Okay. Hoping this might work. So like sorry. So just so I'm kind of clear on this. So he's just guarding the door to this one building, or like is the like
That is attached to the entire building, but this is a circular I don't know, turret, as Herc called it, that's attached to both the butcher and the stables. This right here is the butcher's, and this over here is the stables.
Okay, and then on top of course, like on top of the turret, it's like flat on top, probably, right?
It's actually got a conical roof. Is that the word for like a cone? Yeah.
Yep.
It's got a
Okay. That changes a little bit of what I want to do. But okay. I don't suppose any windows, right?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. So, my intention was, I was going to cast dancing lights, and per the spell, I can combine the 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. And so, as I was
Interesting.
talking, I cast it, and then right before we leave, I go up to the guard and say, "Sorry for your troubles. Here's some copper." Then, "Oh my god, what's that?" And then I point to where I put the lights as I'm having it like almost run away.
Okay. Wow.
Trying to get his attention away from us.
So this dancing
look, a
lights,
monkey.
this dancing lights figure that's running
There's the
away.
Yeah, I can have it like moving essentially. So.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I just wanted to make sure. I understand that you're doing that. I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding the vision that this guard would have. You're handing him how much gold for the troubles?
I mean, it would probably only be like maybe a few silver at most.
Oh, okay.
Not much.
That's fine. As you reach out to hand him some silver, and do you actually drop the silver in his hand, or do you get interrupted and point towards the dancing light?
Before I drop it in his hand, it's like I get distracted for a moment, and then I point. So
okay.
No, I don't give him the money.
Okay, no money given. I wanted to make sure.
He doesn't deserve it.
He's the boogeyman. Why are we giving him money?
Yeah.
He only threatened you like 3 times.
Look, that would be enabling him, and I don't do that.
It draws his attention in that general direction. But if this thing is just running down the street, he would look at it and look back to you, hand still outstretched.
Would I, so could I put it on like top of or like on the roof somewhere? Have it to me it's trying to climb it.
Oh, making it look like it's breaking in is a different story. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay, I see. All right. I'm going to roll a d20.
Okay.
And above a 5, he will address it.
Okay. wait, John. I know you that was a D20. Can I flash of genius that by any chance?
Link me the spell. How does it phrase? Does it say just any skill check? Do they have to be a willing participant?
Okay. Let's see. There it is. It's not a spell, it's an ability.
Solutions under pressure. When you or another creature that you can see makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to... I will flavor this, and I'll allow you to do it. I'm gonna basically say you in the moment you convince him. Like he says, "I don't get paid enough to deal with that," and you're like, "Oh, I think that's a pretty big deal." It's like it's trying to break in, and he grabs his baton and starts shouting off in the general direction of this light figure, and kind of vaults himself up a crate and steps on the post that's holding the tarps for right here, and then up onto the butcher's building and begins to attempt to chase this light creature. What do you do now that the guard is distracted?
I turn to the others and almost like, so he's out of sight right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will just quickly message Rin and say, I don't know how long this will last. Should we just try to break in? Is that what we're trying to do?
I mean, I guess that's where we're at, huh?
That's about as big of a distraction as we'll get, I think.
Rin's gonna hop off the horse and go look at the door.
Okay, does
it look booby-trapped or locked, or?
It is locked. Twisting the handle. Would you twist the handle? Like to attempt to?
She'd probably be looking first to see if there's any like obvious like booby trap before she tries to twist the handle.
You can make a perception check, but yeah, make a perception check. It would be a really high DC. Oh,
about that?
sorry. It is. It is. You rolled it. I was looking, and I don't know why I was thinking that was something else. I don't know why I can't get rid of this cough. Got the COVID again, I guess.
I'm coming out of a sickness, so maybe that's how you got it.
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm not
Yeah.
masked.
Yeah, that
I'm not
makes
masked.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm not masked
Stop,
up.
stop making out with John.
Jesus.
She's hurt.
Jeez.
Okay, from with a 16, as you look at this fortified door with heavy wrought iron spanning the entire front in several long sheets, as well as you can tell that the framing itself of the wood door is also iron. You don't see anything from an outward perspective that would suggest that this is booby trapped, but you do know that it is locked.
How tall is the tower?
The tower is
Just trying to
probably
jump.
about 10 foot tall to the roof. And then the roof is pretty steep. But yeah.
I'll jump up there.
Okay. You jump up and grab a hold of the roof, and you're now it's difficult to keep your footing because of how steep it is. But you're able to kind of lean forward and adjust your center of gravity and kind of rest up against the roofing. What do you do
Is
up
there
there?
any way in?
No, none that you can see. There's no doors or windows or big chimneys that you could shimmy down.
What's behind it? Or like, if I'm
More,
up there, like, what
more
do I see?
roofing. More roofing to accommodate the different buildings. What you do notice is that there are several smaller buildings on the outside, but what doesn't appear to be accounted for is a large central building. Like, you get the feeling that there is a larger empty, or there's a larger space in the middle, and that it's just these outside shops are kind of protecting it.
A front, perhaps?
Maybe.
Then I will, if I can jump to some of the surrounding, if I'm imagining the Man of Light is like going over here,
Mm-hmm.
can I jump from the tower and have Dawnstar lead Riker and Rin over here, and then they can like throw me a rope and I can pull them up or something, and then we can make our way.
Yeah, you can do that. Sammy and Arsis, I will say at this point in time, even though you're deeply focused on what's going on in this large center room, you hear some heavy footsteps coming from above you, a little bit off to the east, but you can definitely tell that something heavy has made its way to the roof. Multiple something.
Heavy and handsome. It sounds like somebody really handsome is
there any
landed on the roof.
response from inside the room?
No.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on outside.
I will say, to you asking the question, is there any response from inside the room? None that you can visibly see, because you can't see the full room from your vantage point.
We would have heard them say like, "Oh, so I hear something. Let's go get it." Blah blah blah. You know, like that sort of shit.
True.
What's that noise?
Yeah, they had heard it.
I'm hooked the heck.
Must have been the wind.
Okay, so there's no reaction to anything out there?
Mm-mm.
They may not hear it.
I gotta know who the creature is. All right, that's not gonna work anyway. Okay.
I'd like to, while we're kind of waiting, peek my head over here, the door where the horses were,
Okay.
just to see.
Yeah. This is unlocked. It has absolutely zero issues with just coming open.
Yeah, so it's just horses in here, or is it just storage room?
As you open up that room from the saddling area, it opens up to a small 5-foot wide, dusty corridor. You can hear the horses on the other side. This wall appears to be very, very thin, and the footsteps above you are much louder from this position.
Sammy, there's like a hidden empty passageway over here.
I'm gonna look one more time in the room, see if I see anything, and then no mom, no sister.
No, you just see Dad.
Nothing
And
else.
now you see the black boar coming over with a mug full of ale. You can see the foam kind of roiling over onto his on his hand, and lots of people probably would get disgusted by having the beer just dripping onto their forearm, but he doesn't seem to mind.
Okay, so he's staying in the room. All right, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, wait. Is this the way? That's not the way.
It's
Not the way.
That's the way. Okay,
Yeah.
there. I found the other way. There we go.
Yeah.
This is
we're
the
gonna
way.
Sneak through this thing to see where it goes.
Okay. As you come around the corner and see another small alcove, I will say from this side, because of the heavy amount of dust that is accumulated, right here on the inside, you can see there appears to be very clear indication of several handprints on the right side of the wood paneling, and as you look at it, you can see that there appears to be a sort of cutout for this wood wall, where it appears that even though there's no handle on this side, that it does seem to be some sort of door-like mechanism.
Pretty bad thieves if Dustin solves your secret passageway issues.
Well,
Oh, just don't use it very often.
to be fair, you're on the inside. You've already beat their secret passageway. They don't care about this side.
All right, let's find out where it goes.
As you
Just
press
make sure there's
onto...
no traps or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. There weren't any, so even if you didn't roll any check, you wouldn't have found any. As you open it up, the cold air of a butcher's, I don't even know, butcher's freezer or something. You just see a bunch of hanging pigs, just hanging from the ceiling. We will, as you open that up and you're looking into that area, you also see 2 additional doors on the opposite side of the room. We're going to cut back to them on the roof due to the limited time frame that they probably have of a distraction with the lighted.
Hey, Sammy. Pig butts.
What do the 3 of you do up there? What are you looking
Right,
for?
Bryn's gonna stay really low. She doesn't want the boogeyman catching her.
I'm sure that guy would be really easy to take out.
Yeah, but this is fun. So this is like there's like a central compound, you say, right?
Yeah, there does appear to
Look
be
at that
one
building.
the way back
Very
here.
suspicious.
All right. I guess just any way to like peek in, see what's going on.
Sammy had done this earlier in the
Yeah.
last session, and he wasn't able to find any windows or chimneys or anything to be able to get a good vantage point to see inside of the building. It seems, of all the things that they've done wrong, having easy access for viewing is not one of them.
Is there a chimney or a vent Or
No chimneys or
Should
vents.
Should we just crash through? Perhaps you could take your axe or something.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Where's the
It's
other
quite a
team?
distraction.
Through pure stone, though?
Well, what is the roof made out of?
The
That's
roof.
a good question, actually. What is the roof made out of?
The roofing is made out of wood shingles.
All right.
Who
I'm
gets
going
max
to
hits on wood?
mentally command Dawnstar to continue with the distraction and have him like jump through the storefront, whatever glass storefront that there is, maybe.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Freak the fuck out.
Let me try to see which one. The baker wouldn't
Probably the
have
bookstore?
one. Yeah, that's the bookstore is right over here. That probably would have been. As Dawnstar breaks through the bookstore, I will say, well, you guys aren't at the keyhole anymore. Okay, yeah, you have Dawnstar break through the bookstore, and causing a distraction.
As we're on the roof, I just say, so if we get in, how do we get out?
I don't know. I liked the
that-
acting part of this better.
The crick.
How do we get to the crick?
We don't know where to go for that, though.
Arsis found that. We don't know where that is.
I'm gonna think I know Arabel so well. Studying pamphlets and maps.
Where is the crick?
Would you put together that the creek is the big river, though?
I might be able to cause a distraction further away from us. Just keep them guessing as much as possible.
I could have Dawnstar jump through another window.
I have an idea. Rin is going to take her little earring that she can cast message on, and like on a wild hair, she's just gonna like call out to Arsis.
Okay, you have to point in a general direction. So
Down.
I'm going to say.
You could roll it to see if it'll land
Yeah,
in my general direction.
I'm not gonna
a
do like the.
D12.
I'm not gonna do the cardinal directions because I don't. I'm just gonna do.
The clock face. D12.
No, I'm aware, but I don't want to be that. Just do odds or evens.
Odds or evens.
You call before you roll it. Which one you want to be able to talk to them in their direction?
Evens talk.
Okay, evens talk.
Yeah.
You got it.
Even Stevens, let's go.
Okay.
All right. As you're beginning to send the message to them, you hear shouting from the direction of the where Dawnstar had broken into the bookstore over on the western side of the building. A woman.
Do we also hear the shouting?
Yeah, muffled a little bit more. But I'll say that you can also hear the commotion. But you hear the commotion of them trying to lure the horse out of the bookstore.
Dawnstar, act panicked.
Anyways, what's your message that you want to send?
Where are you? Did you make it in? Did you find anyone?
We're in the butcher's shop. No, we haven't found anybody yet.
We're on the roof.
Wait, we found my father.
He didn't count. They're on the roof. Of the butcher shop?
The whole thing.
Sammy, I think I heard they're on the roof. That's what we heard earlier.
Do you have a direction for us to go? Or should we just keep being loud?
Miss Rin, if you can watch me, I can scry on them. Maybe that'll help.
I mean,
Okay.
we haven't found anybody yet.
I will. Riker will just find a position that he can like stay on the roof without sliding off,
Mhm.
and I'm going to scry on Arsis.
Okay. Your orb scrying onto Arsis, you're able to see the giant. Actually, I'll just put your token.
Okay.
You can see the butcher's area where all the pigs are hanging, and see Arsis standing in the hallway, dusty floors with the stone wall behind her.
Oh, gross.
Seeing two doors just to your south, one here and one here, and then seeing the corridor from this side.
Okay. So really, as far as I can tell, they're just inside, but I don't know where inside is.
Yeah, I will say, you know that they're in the butchers, and you know where the butchers is in relation to that it's just south of the turret building that you vaulted up near. So you guys were pretty close to it earlier.
Riker, just holding the orb, just says, "Wait, butcher shop. A lot of pigs. They're just a little to the south of us, but of course, inside."
Okay. So we lead the distraction away from them.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Let me know if this is a bad idea, because it might be.
I think I'm gonna, while you're discussing your plan, I think I'm gonna signal to Sammy to keep looking, and let's go back to that room that we were at before, where everyone was in.
Okay. Riker says, so these roofs are all wood shingles. I can cast a firebolt away from us on the other side, maybe get a fire going, but that would be very irresponsible and maybe cause a lot of damage.
I mean,
I think we let Dawnstar tear it up.
That'll only buy us so much time, and if we want to try to lead them away from Sammy and Arsis even more.
You think it's going to be easy for them
I know that look.
we're doing arson, baby.
No,
You think it's going to be easy for them to catch Dawnstar?
Well, I just don't know how much time Dawnstar can buy.
Do you know the meaning of quickness? Of being
quickness
fast?
is quick and fast are relative terms.
And as relatives, their brother and sister speedsters is what they are.
Sorry.
It's not easy to catch a horse.
I mean, I don't doubt that.
I don't care how much coffee you've had.
What I'm trying to say is, if they do eventually catch up to Dawnstar and we need another distraction, I'm just trying to think of options here.
Okay. I guess, yeah, you could do a fire. Maybe we wait for them to let us know what they need.
It is at this time Andrew wishes he played a more chaotic character, because I would do it and not give it a second thought.
Yeah, fair.
you're welcome to do it.
No, but Riker's a good boy, which is why I'm a little hesitant to do it.
Save the fire for a last-ditch effort. We let Dawnstar do as much as he can, and then if that starts failing, we go for the fire. After all, they did it to Sammy's family.
Also, we're now in a covert position. They have no idea where we are, and we can spring in at a moment's notice.
But again, Mr. Rick, if we spring in, how do we get out?
Semantics.
You're going too far ahead. You gotta be in the moment.
Look, let's just see how long Dawnstar can last, and we'll kind of go from there.
All right, any word from Team B?
I can scry again, just kind of see what's going on with Team B.
Yeah, I figure we're kind of in a watching mode now while Dawnstar is successful.
All right, so
No,
how many
remind me
people?
to play a chaotic character next campaign, because goddamn.
Some people did
Sorry.
leave this room. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that was going to say, you will notice that 3 people had left this room. And you'll also notice that the remaining people are huddled up around the table, drinking and playing dice on what appears to be that same map that they were hovering over earlier.
So, is there any way to tell if there's another door out of this room?
From that vantage point, you can see that there is at least one door down here.
Okay.
But
Maybe.
given the fact that you found a couple secret doors, you don't necessarily know if that's the only one.
Yeah. Actually, I'm really curious about this outcrop over here. It's weird, and I'd like to look for a secret door there.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. As you're nimbly stepping over crates and feeling up against the walls, trying to find any sort of trap door or secret entrance, you don't find anything. Your passive perception is a 16, right?
No, it's a 20.
It's a shit. Holy shit. It's 20. Okay.
Yeah.
As you come back, and you land over here after you're done searching that alcove, you see underneath of Sammy's feet something very interesting. You see flour. At first you mistook it. Yeah, you mistook it for dust. But now that you see it, you also notice that it doesn't look like you're seeing the entirety of the spill. The spill of the flour appears to be coming from expelled out of the wall. That doesn't make sense.
Sammy, check behind you on that wall.
I'll turn around and start tracing fingers down the wall. See if I can feel for anything.
Okay. As you get towards, go ahead and give me this particular one is less difficult to spot, so I'll allow a perception check on this one. As you get towards the bottom, you notice that this isn't a stone wall at all. It's a fabric that looks like stone, and as you get to the bottom and you kind of push it forward, you can see that it makes its way to a wooden flooring, and what you see...
Person.
Oh, that person's not supposed to be there. That was if you were a visit during day. But that was the baker that you would have met if you would have come during the day.
Got it.
But you find yourself in the baker's shop, underneath of the table. That is like if you were to crawl through, you could see a sack of flour that appears to be spilled over, and it doesn't appear to be the tidiest place in the world.
So come to the room, look around.
And
not
now
where
that
Dawnstar was
no,
it?
but
No,
I was going to say, now that you're into the baker's shop, you can hear even more the guards that had gone out to investigate Dawnstar crashing into the bookstore right to your... Jesus, I could have phrased that better. Just to your left. I was going to say right to your left. Just to your left. So...
This way?
Yeah, exactly.
West, yeah.
Yeah, just to the west. That's better.
Are the horses getting like agitated because of Dawnstar's noises?
I
think
yes.
maybe emboldened.
They are riled in their pens, stables. Question: do you give any additional commands to Dawnstar? Like once you've got him into the shop, is he just going to be rebellious in any way that he can? Is he going to attempt to continue to trash the place?
Yeah, fuck shit up.
Or is
He's gonna muck about.
Okay.
He'll muck about a little bit.
All right. How many hit points does Dawnstar have?
2 billion, I think.
2 billion?
No, I think that's kind of low, actually.
Yeah, no, that seems like you're underselling it.
I think it's just like 25 or...
Dawnstar is so powerful, he doesn't have a stat block. He just is.
Why?
3d10 plus 3.
He's a warhorse, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So 19.
He has 19 hit points. 19 billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
They couldn't chew through it in this lifetime.
I'm going
Exactly.
I'm going to roll a d20, and again on a 6 or above, they will attempt to kindly remove Dawnstar. On a 1 through 5, they're just gonna stop the damage.
Here comes another 2. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, they are going to attempt to make an animal handling check. That's wisdom, right? Or is that charisma?
He'll calm down. He'll calm down
Wisdom.
if they're being kind about it.
Okay.
Damn.
You guys have passed without a trace on, so this is how
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule this. You hear a commotion at the door, and you hear the handle rattle, and immediately you both duck down back below a counter or a table. You hear the door swing open very quickly, and the woman comes in and grabs a loaf of bread from the counter and quickly slams the door as she's headed back out and goes over, and I'm going to say the natural 20 on the animal handling check. She comes over to Dawnstar and is like ripping off pieces of bread to feed it to him and lead him out.
He's now going to be like the most polite and well-behaved horse.
Okay. As she leads him out, takes a little bit. Dawnstar knows, or you've commanded him, he knows he's creating a distraction, so he's going slow about it. But eventually he does get led out of the building, and it appears that she is now slowly rounding the corner, leading him over towards the stable. And since you're on top, you can hear her kind of whispering, "How'd you get out, huh? Who let you out? Did you just break free?"
He'll do little whinnies and nays.
Yeah, prancing.
Like a little dressage.
Doing a
steps,
little
yeah.
stop
Yeah.
struts, yeah. Nice. Okay. What are we doing? We got half the parties on the roof still, creating distraction, and the other half is inside in the baker's shop, looking around.
So I still. So with the scrying, I know that they're still inside, but they're in where the baker is.
Yeah.
So not quite close to making it, or like finding anyone else or making it out.
That is correct.
Okay.
Shit.
I turn to Red and say, "Okay, I may have another idea. Instead of lighting it on fire, I could cast Shatter on like part of the roof. Hopefully, enough to destroy part of it. That might get their attention without setting things on fire."
It's a little less destructive. I like it.
Okay. John, so like another area away from us and away from Sammy and Arsis, I'm going to cast Shatter to try to destroy part of the roof.
Okay. Would your goal be to do like maximum damage to create the most distraction? Because they're
Yes.
okay.
Because Shatter, it's like a loud ringing noise, so that'll get their attention, and then with the roof collapsing, that'll hopefully really get their attention. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Which roof?
Horse
The one
crashing
we're on,
through your
or like
buildings
the one
doesn't
where
get you attention.
I heard two different voices. Joseph, what were you saying?
I was asking, are you doing the roof that we're on, or where your like light man was at, kind of around there?
So just away from all of us.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he's doing it yet. I'm gonna tell him the best place to do it, away from you guys, here in a moment. Sammy, what did you say?
Oh, I'm just saying, if a horse running through your buildings doesn't get your attention, then I guess blowing off part of the roof.
At least I'm not letting it on fire.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. That is plan like C.
We do that. Some guards run over there, and it's like, "Hey, I've got this stick of dynamite. What if I throw it in that direction?" It's just like
We're
explosions
scattering
going
them.
there.
Yeah.
Or we take the water geyser thing and like spray that out somewhere.
Yep.
That's like
We'll throw our little
plan,
spot on the
like
roof.
Q.
You guys, you
Here
set
to
the
push
building
it
on
up.
fire and then pretend to be firefighters to put the flame.
Oh shit! I
Whoa.
mean,
You know, we might end up doing that.
Yeah.
Quick,
anyway, John,
And the one guard puts around, it's like,
Hey.
"Shit, I thought you guys were on honeymoon. Like, what the fuck? Now you're firefighting?"
This is
We're
what
honeymooning firefighters.
The job
All
never
right.
takes a vacation.
Oh man.
Alright, but John,
Your
all that to say
safety
is
is
yes, I'm
always
casting Shatter.
on
I'm
the
casting
clock.
it away from all
Okay.
of us.
All right, you're standing in the northern portion of the roof still, around the stable areas. You can still hear a lot of the commotion that's going on down there, and the guard leading Dawnstar away. And venturing further in and looking for a good spot, you can see in the southwestern portion what appears to be glass roofing that is not leading into the main portion of the hollow, but you do see that this is over the herbalism shop. And it's not even a large section, but more like a sunroom for the kind of the front entrance.
Almost like a greenhouse.
Yeah, basically a greenhouse
Okay.
section of this particular herbalism shop. And you cast Shatter and do absolute maximum damage in the area. And for Arsis and Sammy, who are still inside in the storage area, you hear the Black Boar. "All right, what's going on here? Somebody needs to get answers now." And he stands up and pushes away from the table. Jeez Louise. And him and two of his guards will, are you peering through the peephole or attempting to, or are you going to say you're still too far away?
Oh god. So I was probably
I probably would have hit the
Making my
deck when I
way.
heard the shatter.
yeah.
Okay.
I hear the shatter and I was like, "Fuck, we gotta
But
clear
once
out
he
for a
says
second.
that, if we hear him say that, then I'll like get up and try to look at the peephole.
Okay, I'll allow you to look at the peephole, and what you see is you see him grab the stool of his or the foot of his stool and slide it into a groove in the flooring and drag it along. And what it does is it pushes a section of the wall forward, and the three of them exit through that wall and disappear.
Does it close behind them or does it stay open?
It seems to be pressurized or have some sort of spring-loaded mechanism that once the resistance is let off, the door slides back shut.
And so it's just
And
Sammy's dad and like one other guard in here?
That you can see, yeah.
You might know where he took your mom.
Get us a time right now if we can.
Yeah, you want me to go first? Like a dragon will scare the shit out of him.
I don't think we need to scare the shit out of him. I think we need to take him down.
Well, yes, but we also need to talk.
My dad might know too.
That, yes.
Let Rin know.
I can't. She's got to contact me first.
Oh shit. All right. I'm going to do the same thing that Rin did, and I'm going to point in random direction and hope that I can hit her.
All right, give me a D4, call it odds or evens.
Well, last we knew that they were above the butcher shop, so you can point towards the butcher shop.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
And we have a move.
Okay, so...
I mean, you
We don't know that. But it's the best
Yeah.
place to start.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll point in the direction of the butcher shop. I'll do my own little message, pull a little piece of copper out, and hey, I think we're about to enter the room. Spot back if you hear this.
I hear you. What? And she'll give her own little message back. Do you think, is it safe?
My dad and one other guard. Big boar took off with a couple of them. I think this is as good a time now.
I'll message you in a sec if you need another distraction.
Just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then I look at ours as like, they're gonna keep distracting them.
And Rin will
Okay.
tell the boys.
Maybe this will keep happening.
You going first or am I going first? Just go.
I go through the door.
Yeah,
Short
slam
bow
open
armed.
and big, we come tumbling in.
And
Sorry,
I see
I was
two of them,
catching
and I see
up
the
on
dude
all
at the
the
end.
memes. Okay. They are not prepared. But what I will say is, it's Y. Okay, give me a second. Remove all turns just to make sure. Clear. I need you to go ahead and roll for initiative for me.
Whoa!
Whoa.
That's not cool.
It's not
Hopefully
cool
we
at
get a
all.
surprise round.
That is not very cash money of them.
Pretty poggers of them.
That one's better.
Okay. And then even those of you that aren't directly into the combat, if you would roll initiative for me too, please. Pretty please.
Okay.
Hecky.
I like how Riker's keeping his token on us so he can.
I'm scrying on y'all. I want to see the action.
Oh shit, the weapons are coming out, guys.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, Riker can't even hear anything that's going on with Rin right now.
Mm-mm.
I'm a 4.
No, you're much more than a 4, Joseph.
Oh, Riker's a 3.
With a charisma of 8, you're damn
it's
right
been over
he
10
is.
minutes, right? Or has it not been 10 minutes?
Oh, it's been over 10 minutes, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Descending order. Is that everybody? Rin, Bandit Captain, Arsis, Sammy, Baymar, Bandit, Herc. We're gonna say Sammy's dad goes last in the initiative order.
Yeah, you
Good.
should.
Might catch a stray arrow to the eyeball again.
Okay. Let's
Hey, look, we get that fight music after all.
what?
not.
It didn't skip.
It did skip. You just had the song in like 7 times.
No, it is a weird thing where if I want to loop something, I have to loop it, and then if I hit skip, it skips to the song that I'm looping. Now it'll skip to the one that I wanted. Okay. As you break in, I will give you each the opportunity to make an action before we go to the top of the turn order.
Okay.
What would you like to do as you step into the room?
Oh, I would have had my short bow out and been ready to shoot at least one person in this room.
What I would like to do is I'd like to shoot at Sammy's dad.
No shot, y'all are gonna kill him?
No, I'm not.
Can we?
Oh,
She's
I know what
shooting
she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teleportation.
Okay.
No, not teleportation, restrained.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'd like to one shot at him, see if I can hit him.
Okay.
In the kneecap.
Yeah, that
17 hit
hits for sure.
So instead of doing damage, he has to make a DC 15 strength saving throw. So
He
he
does
is
not
restrained.
succeed. Okay.
Yeah. And then my second attack, I'm gonna hit her. She's closer. $14 hit her.
Where did the bandit captain? 14 does not, just misses.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will command Ardu to get in her face and bite her.
Okay.
22 hit.
22 does hit.
All right, he's gonna do a whole 7 damage.
Okay.
He's fire right now.
Okay. And Sammy, what are you gonna do?
I am shooting at the dude at the end of the table, so I'm going to do my steady aim.
So steady aim.
I don't have advantage on him, do I?
No, but doesn't steady aim require you to not move?
Correct.
And I'm
So
bursting
that's
through.
where I was going to ask you.
yeah, I'm
where
gonna
to
say
go.
that at least for this action that you're taking right now, your movement has already initiated for that initial attack. You
Alright.
busting into the room is part of you. Like if you wanted to stay back here at the door as Arsis broke in and your bow was just drawn waiting, I'll give you
Got
that.
it. Okay.
But if you come into the room in any way, shape, or form, you'll lose the opportunity for steady aim.
Okay, that's fine then. So then I'm probably gonna run across the room then. See my father. I'm just gonna shake my head in disgust. 15, 20, 25, 30. I didn't move too much. Okay, good. And that instead of my bow, then I will take a swing at him with my dagger.
Okay.
Where are you at, you fucking dagger? There it is. Cool. 14 hit?
Yes, 14, I believe, does. Yep,
Okay.
for this particular one, that is their AC.
Okay,
So that's a lot of damage then.
that is a lot
26.
of. Now that acid should be lightning damage. Oh, okay, well, good.
As they stand up, reaching for their blade, knocking over their drink, you dart
You
across the
one-shot him.
room, lightning speed, and just with your dagger right across their throat, and the blood just kind of spills out onto the table in front of them, filling the plates and bowls and mixing in with the spilled beer. And he immediately
yeah.
falls over, smashing into the table and then slumping onto the ground.
And I look over at her. I was like, "Don't make this difficult for us."
Give me an intimidation check.
The turtleneck's super intimidating.
It's okay. I didn't like him
one-shotting
anyway.
thing. Whatever, but
I should
the
have said it
turtleneck-
when it happened, before the roll happened, but I think one-shotting her companion would warrant an advantage on the intimidation check.
I think so too.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
It's the turtleneck, man.
Fanny.
As he slices
She's
the neck, he
confused,
looks
like, I'm
over and
covered in
says it.
blood.
Yeah, but it's like he says it and with a hint of surprise, like he didn't realize that he was going to one-shot him type of deal. Anyways.
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
make
you
this
just killed
difficult
Lenny.
for us.
dude,
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, who cares about Lenny? That guy was an asshole.
All right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he was a drunken fool. I knew it all along. He was weak. Rin.
You see how quickly the blood came out? It's all the alcohol in him. God.
You're not necessarily in the correct place on the map, but I don't have like a roof layer that I can stick you to.
Yeah, for sure.
You can just describe to me what your action would be, and I will tell you kind of how we do it. So you're on the
Sure. So I
roof
think,
near
yeah, right
the butcher
now-
in the stables.
yeah, Rin is like very much like peering around, trying to like get an idea of, are people like coming out still? Like, what's kind of the vibe of the area right now?
This particular area.
And even like where the roof collapsed, like are people coming out from where the roof collapsed, or?
Yeah. You can hear some chatter from the three men that left the room. The one of them being the Black Boar, coming from that area, looking around, and you can still hear the other three that are delivering, probably right about now, getting Dawnstar to the stables and back in there. You can hear them muffled conversation of putting him back into a stall that he was never in to begin with.
Okay.
As far as like pedestrian outsiders, you see across from the shattered herbologist's shop, you see one or two people stepping out of their house, looking in that general direction, but they're still in their nightgowns and barefoot. They're not actively engaging with it too serious. In fact, you might even hear the Black Boar snarl in their direction, "Mind your own business."
Amazing. Okay, I'm just looking at this real quick. No, that doesn't do anything that I wanted. Okay, in that case, Rin is just going to hold the action right now to cast message at Sammy if she sees the Black Boar walking back inside.
Ah, okay. All right, I dig it.
Yeah.
All right, it will be the bandit captain's turn. She will draw her pistol,
Ooh.
taking 2 shots at Sammy.
Does
Okay.
get disadvantage
Tracks.
because there's a enemy in melee.
Oh yes, because of Ardu.
A pistol, you said?
A pistol. So the first one is 16. Does a 16 hit?
16 misses.
Okay.
Close.
As she draws her pistol, Ardu nearby, like biting on the sleeve, not able to make good aim, and both shots fire wide. And it is at this point. No, not quite. I lied. Both shots fire wide, and that will be the end of her turn. Arsis.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a deep breath, and then I'm going to try to sharpshoot her, which means I get a -5 on this roll.
Oh, sheesh.
Wow.
Wow.
Charlie rolls.
I swear. Okay, this
Wow.
time I'm gonna just shoot her normally then, because that was clearly dramatic for no reason.
I
It's my
mean,
second attack.
to do it one more time, you can't possibly fail twice.
I sure could. Does a 16 hit her?
She could have. She could have there.
Would have been 11 if I had sharpshooter it.
Oh, it has to be. Okay. Yes. 16 does hit.
And then Ardu will reaction his infused strike. So we're gonna add an extra 1 fire damage to that, so 12 damage total.
Okay.
And then he's gonna bonus action bite her
Okay.
again. Ardu can hit.
Yeah, he can hit.
Okay, so another 8 points of damage.
All right. She's already looking bloodied.
Well, you're probably not going to like what I do to her then.
Okay. Sammy's turn.
You should never say that sentence again. Awful.
Done. 15. Right there. So we're going to try to hit her as well. With the dagger, because she tried shooting me. And I'm also, as I'm running up, I'm going to attach a booming blade to it as a bonus action.
Okay.
Come on, baby, hit.
Well, it's not a bonus action, it's a part of your attack action.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not, yes, you still have a bonus action after this. A lot of damage.
Okay, so
Jesus
19
Christ.
hits.
So, well, no, it's the 25 that was the initial roll, but I tried doing the 1 die 8 on the booming blade.
Oh, so you get
Oh,
9
I see
points of
what's going
piercing,
on. Okay.
6 points of lightning, and 12 sneak. So
Yes.
21, 27.
But no
And
7.
then I should have hit the booming blade button instead. So, there, 2 points of extra.
Say
lightning
27,
damage.
20,
So,
29 total HP. How do you?
One shot her.
Well, I mean, she was already weakened a little bit,
It
but
still feels like a one shot, yeah.
how
It's
do
not
you?
technically a one shot.
Yeah, how do you kill her?
But just slinking around the edge of the table, and I just pop up right next to her, and she just feels the blade entering just underneath her ribs, and then the little jerk up kind of thing. It's like, told you don't make this hard. Why'd you make this hard?
As he sneaks up behind her. Why is it so hard? Oh. Anyways.
Everything DJ saying tonight regarding this bandit captain inappropriate.
And then I'm looking at my father after I
And he
Hold the blade.
has absolute terror on his face. He cannot move. He is restrained. But
He can attempt a DC 20 strength saving throw on his turn.
But he is absolutely mortified.
5, 10, 15 feet.
I'm gonna kind of keep watch at the door to make sure no one's coming in. Both this door and this door. So.
I don't have a bonus action spell. The only problem. I can't really
We
do
don't
anything.
need a bonus action spell. Just question him.
Yeah, but I wanted to do something to my dear old dad.
I just need to know where your mom is.
What did you do? Where are they?
And he just
speaking some words, old man, or this blade will be at the base of your neck.
Stuttering, and that's all the more that you're going to get out of this particular round. The Black Boar and the bandits share the same turn. Rin, this is when I will say that your held action goes off, as you can tell that the Black Boar heard the pistol shots from inside, and that drew his attention, and he looked to his 2 guards, and they knew that they were under attack. In fact, not only do you see their attention, but you also see the attention of the 3 guards that were above, to the north of you at the stables, and they are all converging now into the center. So you can relay that message to, was it Sammy or Arsis that you were going to?
She was going to say Sammy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to send they're coming back, you got to get out of there.
Okay.
Boar's coming in.
5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30. Okay. I'm going to say that they make it right there through the door.
Oh, well, shit. We didn't get any sort of warning.
There they are.
Oh, you guys better get the fuck down here.
1, 2, 3.
Working
You don't know
on
where
it,
to
fam.
go.
I was going to use my turn to pour a glass of wine, but I guess I don't have to change up.
And the other 3 didn't quite make it into the room with their full action and bonus action. Actually, this one wouldn't have made it there yet. But I will say, music bot. As he enters the room, you see the hulking figure of the Black Boar. Not chiseled muscular, but you can tell that just his sheer size, he is strong. And he looks over at you, Sammy, drenched in blood. All right. What's the meaning of this? Surely we can settle this without bloodshed.
Just give up my mother and my sister as I dangle the bloody dagger in front of me. And this will end now.
Surely they can't just be 2 of you. Who is creating the distractions outside?
You've had your chance. Those are my terms.
We just want the women.
You can have this miserable sack of shit.
Those women are going to help earn my money back.
Have him earn your money back. Leave them be. This is the last time.
I'm gonna look over at Ardu and look over at him, and it's like, the only beef we have with you is that you took those women. If you give them back, we can leave peacefully now without causing any more trouble.
I don't have any beef with you at all, except you killed 2 of my men.
Sammy wants to kill a third man now.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm.
Because I told him I'm done talking, so I don't know where you want to do this with the turn order or anything like that, but the dude next to Daddy Dearest needs to go down.
This one, flick a dagger at him.
Yeah. So I don't know what you want me to do, DM.
Are you gonna run up to him so you get the sneak attack? Or
I'm gonna run up to the guy, and the intention would be to stand right over here and cut another throat.
Yeah, a good call. Not stepping right in front.
Oh yeah.
I'll allow you to do it. But since you're taking an action, I'm going to move the remainder of the people up into the room.
You can move Riker. He's not there.
No, I know. I'll move.
I mean, yeah, you just put me there. I'm still scrying, but not for long.
So there you go again. Another buttload of dice.
Yeah, these guys are just pawns, anyways. As he takes a dagger, dying instantly. The Black Boar looks over towards your father, yanking him up. What have you gotten me into? And your dad, I didn't know he was even here. I didn't ask for this. And he looks at you. How about? And he holds up a key. $2,000 gold. And you can walk out of here unscathed. I will not send anyone after you, or your friends, or your family. He stays with me.
Somebody after our family want the women.
You're getting the women. I'm saying that you give me 2,000 gold and that buys my lack of revenge.
You know,
I know another way to stop this revenge plot.
a boy will always love his mother. And no, I'm done negotiating with him. The boar's going down.
Okay, then we will pick up.
Wait, John, just really quick.
Yeah.
Those other guys got a chance to move and do some stuff. Can we do some stuff? Really
Yeah,
quick?
absolutely. If you guys want to reposition yourself up on the roof, or get yourself, 2 full turns worth of movement, if you describe where you would like to be, you're more than welcome to put yourself in a different position.
Basically, we know, I'm going to stop my scrying, but I know general butcher shop area, like just to the south of us.
Yeah.
Knowing that, I am going. So we could try to use our movement to get there, kind of like worm our way around. But Riker can create a more direct path because I forgot that I had Eldritch Blast, so I can just blow open the roof and we can jump in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow
Can
it.
you shatter straight down?
I'll say I don't think he wants to blow a level 3 spell. Is Shatter level 3?
Blast is a cantrip.
No. I'm using.
No, he said Eldritch
Blast.
Blast.
No, I know, but DJ said Shatter. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Shatter's a
an
second level
axe, and I go first
Yeah.
because my initiative was better,
Okay.
so I can just hit it with the axe.
We'll say the two of you together with your axe and an Eldritch Blast, perfectly placed. I will allow you to use one action to destroy the roof and drop down. And we'll say that all three of you land inside of this little saddling area directly below you. And you can hear the commotion coming from just over here.
Nice.
So you're able to get all the way up next to them if you want to.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can move your tokens around freely now.
Um,
The mystery of sneaking around and trying to find ways inside has been lifted, and you guys can move your tokens however you want.
We're blowing through this roof.
Can I also just summon my cannon as I'm running as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, we tried being sneaky. Now we murder.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is like, okay, we're not negotiating with you anymore. You're gonna lose everything, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that only leaves for the potential of the greater crime syndicate that this person worked for to get word that you guys did something and find out later.
John. You don't understand. No witnesses.
True.
I mean,